j'aurais dû mettre un pantalon, je me sens comme ça mal à l'aise avec ces petits fêtés.
Good morning everyone and welcome back to day 2 of the Scorrd Sofa. After having been spoiled yesterday by the men, it's time to watch all the action of the women's side of the tournament. Last day, last 2 games and 2 very exciting games. We'll assist the first game for the bronze medal, Belgium against Spain, and later today we'll watch the Netherlands against Germany for the gold medal. As you can see, I'm missing my co-host buddy Thibaut, who is sick today, but I'll try to manage. But I've got another great guest with me on the sofa today, a true expert of the game. She has played with one of the sides we're gonna watch, and she has played a lot against the other side. So Aline Fobbe, welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome. It's cool to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Maybe tell me first, it's the first major tournament that you have to watch from the sideline. How have you experienced this tournament as an ex-Red Panther?
Yeah, I have to say it's a bit strange initially to watch it from the side, and you feel the tension a little bit when a tournament is coming closer and closer, because normally it's what you prepare for during a whole period, and now you just have to watch it on TV or on the sideline, because I went to watch it on Wednesday against England, the nice game that they when they went through, so that gave me goosebumps as well. But I have to admit it's a bit strange and nostalgic feeling to really see them play so well as well.
Do you miss it?
These moments, yeah, I do, of course. It's different depending on the time of the year. I also have other things on my mind as well, with a different job, other priorities for the moment. So not during the whole year, but of course when you see them play like this and the big tournaments, that's the most fun part. So yeah, then I miss it.
I can understand it. And what is your impression from maybe first the whole tournament? I know how many games you have been able to see, because as you said, you have a job, you have other things to do also. What is your overall impression of this European Cup so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good from what I saw, at least. Indeed, like you say, I didn't watch every game. I follow especially the women's Belgian team for the moment, and they've been doing really well. I think there have been crazy scores as well, from what I heard and what I saw. The Dutch team was really impressive as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen today. Also, from what I saw, is that again it shows that hockey games are always played in the last minutes of the game. You see so many goals, or the difference being made in the end, and that's just it's good for the spectators, but it's crazy how every single time games get decided at the end like that, I find.
Exactly. Maybe let's go to look at the road to the bronze medal game for both teams. So Belgium had a first opening game against Germany where they played actually a very, very strong game. They played 1-1. Then they beat Italy 4-0. And the last game was again 1-1 against England. They lost their semis against the Netherlands. While Spain, they started off with a 4-1 win against Scotland. They were beaten 7-1 by the Netherlands. And they finished off their pool with a 1-1 draw against Ireland, which made them qualified for the semis, where they lost 4-1 against Germany. Was there one surprise score in that first 4 games for you, or was it all logical scores for you?
Oh, difficult to say. I think in the people that went through, for me, not the biggest surprises for the moment.
Exactly.
So
maybe the 7-1 against the loss of 7-1 loss against the Netherlands for Spain is maybe an interesting game to talk about.
Yeah.
I've seen the game, and obviously when it's 4 or 5, it's easy to go to 6 or 7, especially against a machine like the Netherlands. So we don't have to take too much attention to it. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I agree. In a game of hockey, sometimes it can go so fast, but you can't compare two games. So it's difficult to say that Spain, because of that game, would be less strong today. I think it's a total different game. So yeah, like you said, sometimes goals happen like that, and then if they're in the flow and mentally maybe they let it down. I didn't watch the game, so I can't tell, but I can imagine that. Yeah, if you let the machine play and that they're on the roll, it's difficult sometimes to break that pattern. So I wouldn't take too much conclusions out of that game, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not the strongest Spain that we've had in the tournament. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see today.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about the machine of that the Netherlands is later today. Let's look at the Belgium squad first. Let's dive a bit deeper in the players to watch. You know them very well. I asked you to select 3 players, which is obviously difficult.
Yeah.
Why have you chosen those 3 players?
We can start with Elena. For me, Elena is really like a great goalkeeper and she worked so hard for it as well. And now it's cool to see that she finally gets her chance to show what she can do. I played with her for a long time as well, both in club as in the national team. And yeah, she just deserves her spot, and I think she's showing it as well here, that she can do crazy things. And I even hear from the girls also that the way she's been training and preparing for the tournament was just super impressive and gives a lot of confidence to the whole team. So I really hope that today as well she can play an important role.
Yeah, it's kind of special also because they've been rotating with LDPK. Is that something you think they like, or do you understand it that it happens at this level?
I don't know what the thinking behind it is, but I assume that they're used to it now and that it works. Apparently it works quite well. For me, I would find it difficult indeed to really stay in the game the whole time, and every single time you have to adapt again and enter the game. I think there was one where indeed Elodie entered the game. It was against the Netherlands then, and quite quickly when she entered, she had a counter attack and it was a goal immediately. I don't think she touched the ball before that. So that must be really difficult. But
why do you do it then as a coach? Is it because they're just both equally good and you can't disappoint one, or what's the reason?
I think indeed he believes that both are as good. He probably also wants to give the experience to both of them. Maybe it's about the focus indeed, that for a goalie it might be difficult sometimes to stay as focused during that long time. I don't know, because other teams don't really do it. So it can be, I don't know, the thinking behind it. But it keeps them sharp, I guess, and they're probably both as good to deserve that spot.
Do you think they're gonna rotate today as well, or?
I don't think they will change just for the last game.
Okay.
So.
All right. Then you've chosen a fairly young girl, right?
Yeah, I think not the youngest, but one of the youngest in the team, of course. Her first big tournament, and she's really impressed me in the back. She's a defender, super solid. I never played with her, so I don't know how she's on the field, but from what I heard as well, she's amazing to play with. That she's super keen to learn. She doesn't show so much stress. I think she is because also I saw her dad when we went to play when I saw them play on Wednesday, and he said like she's inside she's freaking out because of her first tournament. She doesn't want to make mistakes, but she's just a solid block at the back, and it's cool to see for her that she can already.
She's one of the many young girls, so it's a very upcoming generation. I think how many girls are there that you haven't played with in this selection? I think
quite a lot indeed. When I watch the team, it's at least I think half of the team almost that changed compared to 1.5 years ago. So it's a super young team, but I think when you see how talented they are, they will still create quite cool things together as a team, and they will only grow. I think it's good to have a solid group like that that is young and that can grow together, and gain experience as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Third one is in the same generation, right? Or a little bit old? No,
I don't know how old, but indeed it's same generation actually. I think Ambre, indeed, of course, she showed what kind of a killer she is, how she plays just with a lot of conviction. She's a really a great girl with a lot of talent, but also a hardworking girl. And I like to see that. And she's just she dares to play. She just goes for it. I think she even already is like a bit of a leader, although she's that young. I see that when they score a goal, the passion that she shows and the way she motivates the rest of the girls. It gives a lot of energy.
She can do everything. I think we even have a piece of video of her. Also, she's been selected, I think, by everyone in their fantasy teams. So she's like, everyone knows that she's the upcoming player. So I think we have a piece of video of her in the Italy game, where she impressed.
Italy cannot defend it.
She impressed us again.
And Valentine at the top of the D, and it goes to Valentine's castle. Oh, what a goal! And Valentine absolutely breaks it, flicks it right into the roof of the net. Absolutely wonderful goal.
I was watching Van der Boer's body language, top of the circle, which told me it wasn't going to hurt. Went to Ballingham near Casa, she just rips it around her body. Really good technique. Lovely, right into the roof of the net. Nothing Montserrat can do about that. Great pace, great placement.
Great to see you.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, when you think you've seen it all, and she does that. I think she's full of confidence, and she can do everything with the ball.
Yeah.
So
gives a lot of energy, I think, to the team as well to have someone like that on the field with you. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's have a look at the Spanish team. So there we selected 3 players to watch. Again, very difficult. They have an amazing team. Begonia Garcia, she's if I'm not mistaken, the top scorer in Spain. Georgina Oliva has been multiple times best player of the world. She's really leading the team for years now. And Lucia Jimenez, she scored an amazing goal against Scotland. So I think we also have a little piece of video to show, just to see how good they are. They're just a good team. You've played them. How many times in your career did you play Spain?
Oh, I can't remember, but at least a couple of times. It's always difficult to play Spain. I think we know that as our team. It was always a tricky game to play. It's super close. I'm curious to see how it's going to be like today. But they're so technical. It's difficult to play them. That's for sure. And you'll always have to fight hard to beat that team. And I hope, today we will see a great game of hockey. But I can assume that it will be quite close, maybe in the beginning.
Let's watch a bit the action of their not the last game, but the last game of the pool against Ireland, where the end score was 1-1. But that's the goal of Ireland.
It's the first goal from.
As you can see in the highlights, they had a lot of chances.
So much confidence. But Spain responding reasonably quickly with their own corner routine. That was a good opportunity for Oliver. Just getting a little snapshot away. But Tice defending it really well, and it was Spain who had more corners in the game. Riera featuring heavily in these corners. This one actually a rebound off the post, then set Ireland away on the counter to win a corner of their own. And the highlights showing probably the upper hand, the dominance that Spain may have just had over Ireland. McFerrin playing a really huge part in the Irish goal and making some crucial saves. This last one from Riera, again McFerrin.
Yeah, I think if you see this, they're just a good team, but maybe they lack a bit of efficiency so far. Will that make the difference today? The quality in both circles?
Difficult to say. I think they have a great penalty corner, so that's always a dangerous one, but we do too as well now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think in those games you won't maybe have as many chances like that because everyone will probably also defend a bit tighter. You give your life in a game like that, and yeah, we'll see how many chances there are. But if you have a chance in such a game, yeah, you have to finish it. And if you then waste a couple, it might get in the head as well. So.
You mentioned it. You give your life. It's a bronze medal game for both countries. It's super important. You want to win it. No one wants to end up on the fourth spot. It's a horrible position to end up. Is it a difference for you that Belgium didn't qualify for the Olympic Games? Do you think that changes in the approach towards this tournament, but as well this last game?
I don't know about the motivation levels, the difference between the teams. I think Spain will be as motivated to give everything today to get that bronze medal. But of course, yeah, for Belgium, it is their last game of the season for a while before they can start training again and for the next tournament. Spain still has the Olympics in a couple of weeks. So I think there might be a small difference in there. But both teams will just give everything today. And I think we will see a great game of hockey. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe a little pronostic, as we say, for you.
I think it's going to be quite a close game, but I want to say 2-1 for Belgium. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna, as a true Belgian, I have to say I'm gonna follow you in a win for Belgium. I'll say 3-1. Who's gonna score the 2 goals?
Who's gonna score the 2 goals? I think let's say France de Motte up front, and then why not Ambre again?
Again.
Yeah.
All right. Let's watch it. So everyone, you can watch the game on EuroHockeyTV.org, and we meet again for the post-game discussion with Aline Fobbe at 11:30. Thank you for watching.